This video demonstrates installation on a pitched roof with flat concrete tiles. Please be sure to read the instructions and safety notes provided in your installation manual, and always evaluate the roof for defects or damage before beginning the installation. If you have any doubts as to the integrity of a roof, consult a licensed professional roofer first. Scaffolding is used in this demonstration to allow unrestricted work. Local safety regulations for roofing work must be observed. The first step towards professional installation is measuring the roof. If this is your first time on a tile roof, it's important to note the proper way to walk on tile. Always walk on the bottom third of the tile because this area is supported by the tile and batten beneath it. Never walk in the middle of a tile, as this is where the least amount of support is. By walking in the middle of the tile, you'll run the risk of cracking or damaging the tile. The two rows of tiles above the unit have to remain free, or else you may risk damaging the ridge tiles. Please refer to the installation manual for all other clearance requirements. The next step is locating and centering rafters. Many methods exist when trying to identify rafter locations, and it's advised to consult a professional roofer during this process. For more information on these methods, please view the video on locating rafters. The rafters for this tile roof are visible from the eave and are spaced 16 inches apart. Now that we've located our rafters, the next step is determining the anchoring points of our roof jacks. The intervals can be handled with flexibility, depending mainly on the type of tile. Please adhere to the target specifications listed in the installation manual tables. Allow 20 inches to the left and right of the collector's base area to accommodate the hydraulic connections. Since the collectors are installed in portrait orientation, the distance between the top and bottom profile rail should be a minimum of 52 inches and a maximum of 67 inches. The roof jacks in this video are spaced 32 inches apart, and the rails are spaced 60 inches apart. These 8 tiles are the tiles that need to be removed. To remove the tile, slide one of the 12-inch pry bars underneath the tile above it. Look underneath the tile for any nails that may attach it to the batten. Use a nail puller or a pry bar to loosen it and then tap it sideways. Now place the other 12-inch pry bar underneath the tile to the left. Using both hands, lift up the tile, slide it to the right, and then pull it out. Now mark the precise anchoring location for the roof jack. For a detailed step-by-step overview of this process, please review the Measuring the Roof section of the asphalt shingle video. With all roof attachment points clearly marked, we can now install our roof jacks. Bosch offers 2 roof jack options for tile roofs, the tile roof jack and the post screw. The post screw is a universal mounting option that can be used for tile, metal, or asphalt shingle. The tile roof jack is the most flexible of the 2 mounting options, for it allows simple vertical adjustment of the profile rails, and it doesn't require any tile drilling. The tile roof jack consists of 4 tile roof jacks. Next, prepare the tile roof jacks for installation. Simply remove the nut and serrated washer. Move the bolt into the upper hole and then replace the washer and nut. While tightening the nut, make sure the serrated washer is properly positioned. Drill a pilot hole where the bracket will attach. Weather seal the tile roof jack by applying a bead of sealant to the bottom where the lag screw will attach. Attach the tile roof jack to the rafter using a lag screw. With some tiles, it may not be possible to align the roof jack with the rafter. In these instances, it's recommended to use a spanner mount. Simply cut a piece of 2x4 so that it spans the rafters. Cut a spacer to fit between the roof deck and the spanner, and then attach the roof jack using threaded rod. For areas requiring a flashed roof attachment, we recommend using a product called Flex Flash ST made by TRA Mage. Simply cut the Flex Flash to desired length, remove the backing on the butyl adhesive strips, slide it underneath the membrane, and form the flashing so it securely adheres to the roof jack and the roof, creating a watertight seal. Now that we've securely attached our roof jacks to the rafters, we can replace the tiles. Some tiles may not seat properly with the roof jack installed. It's recommended to mark the locations of the roof jack and notch it out using a roof hammer or angle grinder. Now all the tiles fit neatly over the roof jacks and the roof is weatherproof once again. With the roof jack securely attached to the roof rafters, our next step is to attach the remainder of the collector mounting hardware. All Bosch mounting hardware sets consist of components packaged together according to the collector orientation, landscape, or portrait. A basic set is used for the first collector in a row, and an extension kit for each additional collector in the same row. So for example, if 5 collectors are to be installed in a row, then 1 basic kit and 4 extension kits are required. A basic on-roof mounting set consists of 2 profile rails, 4 end clamps, 2 safety clips, 4 stainless steel M8 flange screws. An extension on-roof mounting set consists of 2 profile rails, 2 mid clamps, 2 safety clips, 4 stainless steel M8 flange screws, 2 splice bars. First, join the profile rails together using a splice bar. To lock, tighten both M10 set screws using a 5mm Allen wrench. Now, attach the safety clips to the innermost slotted holes of the lower profile. Simply push the clip into the rail until it clicks into position. Finally, push the end clamps into the right-hand side of the profile rails until they click into place. Next, attach the profile rails to the roof jacks using a 5mm Allen wrench. Don't tighten the bolts yet, as the upper and lower profile rails need to be aligned. Make sure the rails are parallel and that all angles are right angles. With everything aligned, the rails can be fastened tight. Please note, even though the rails may be level, the tiles might not be. This may result in the collectors looking crooked and a very unhappy customer. It's recommended to step down from the roof and look at the rails from the customer's perspective. If you see a noticeable difference, simply adjust the rails so that the collectors will look flush with the rest of the roof. And that's it. With the rails installed, we're now ready to prepare the collectors for installation. Now we're ready to mount the FKT collectors. They're easy to handle. You can simply put them down on their edges. That's what they were designed for. You'll find all of the collector hydraulic connection parts inside 2 of the 4 protective corners. When preparing the collectors for installation, the well for the collector sensor must be on top. Now you can determine the collector connection position. In this example, we'll demonstrate installing the cold in connection in the lower left-hand corner and the hot out connection in the upper right-hand corner. Use a plug to close off the connection at the collector's upper left-hand corner. Slide on a plug and secure with a pipe clip. Repeat for the second collector in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, install the corrugated stainless steel connectors on the right-hand side of the first collector. Simply slide the connector over the collector's outlet and secure with a pipe clip. Now, carry the collector up onto the roof. Place it on the profile rail and allow it to slide gently into the safety clips. The collector can only bear load once it's secured with all collector clamps. Carefully slide the collector into the collector clamp and screw it on tight. If done correctly, the plastic screw guide will break away. Place the mid clamp into the profile rail and slide it across until it touches the collector frame, but do not tighten yet. Repeat for the second profile rail. Now carry the right collector up onto the roof and place it on the profile rail. Slide the collector until it touches the collector clamp and slides into the corrugated pipe connectors that were prepared earlier. Secure the connections with pipe clips right away and then fix both mid clamps. Insulate the connections with a UV-resistant thermal insulation. Finally, the end clamps are mounted on the right edge. Slide them down the profile rail until they snap into the first slotted hole. The end clamp is pushed onto the collector and screwed down. The collectors are now firmly installed and the racking assembly is now complete. All that's left now is connecting the unit. Instead of hard plumbing the collectors, we'll use the SKS on-roof hydraulic connection set because of its ease of installation and flexibility. The on-roof hydraulic connection set consists of 1 extra pipe insulation with adhesive, 2 39-inch corrugated stainless steel connection pipe with insulation, 2 plugs, 4 pipe clips, 2 half-inch adapter rings, 1 sensor well plug, 1 sensor cable strain relief, 1 5mm Allen wrench, 1 collector installation manual. In the upper right-hand corner of the collector array, mark the center of the tile where the corrugated connection pipe will enter. Remove marked tile and drill using a 1 1/4 inch carbide hole saw. Note that drilling or cutting tiles will leave a residue that may permanently discolor the roof. Please prepare the tiles on the ground and wash thoroughly. Replace the tile and mark the location of the hole in the roof deck. Using a 1 1/2 inch hole saw, cut a hole in the roof deck. Apply a bead of sealant around an OD pipe flashing and then install over the hole. Replace the tile over the first flashing. Now, in order to weatherproof the tile, install a second pipe flashing on top. Apply a bead of sealant to the flashing, slide it underneath the upper tile, and then firmly press down. With the roof penetration double flashed, We're now ready to install the corrugated stainless steel pipe. The stainless steel pipe is pre-assembled with a compression fitting at the end. To make installation easier, another installer should fish the sensor wire up through both flashings from inside the attic. Next, cut off a section of the insulation on the corrugated pipe and then slide the pipe down into the attic until the insulation sits flush on top of the flashing. Now make your connection to the collector and secure with a pipe clip. Wrap your sensor wire around the insulation and install into the sensor well located at the top of the collector. Slide the sensor cable through the cable strain relief, puncture the sensor well membrane with a screwdriver, and then slide the sensor for about 10 inches until it bottoms out. Screw in the cable strain relief and tighten down the cap. Finally, we recommend covering your insulation and the OD pipe flashing with a product called Flex Flash ST made by TRA Mage. Simply cut the Flex Flash to desired length, remove the backing on the butyl adhesive strips, wrap it around the insulation, and form the Flex Flash so it securely adheres to the insulation and the pipe flashing, creating a watertight and long-term seal. Repeat the same procedure for the lower left-hand corner. When you're done, please double-check all pipe connections and roof jacks just to be on the safe side. Once the house connections are completed, you should carry out a pressure test before removing the scaffolding. That's all the roof work required. The unit can now be connected inside the house. The FKT collector has 4 different types of hydraulic connection options: on-roof connection set, flat roof connection set, series connection set, and air vent set. The on-roof collector hydraulic connection set is designed for a fast and secure connection. In this example, we're installing the on-roof connection set without the air vent because a high-pressure filling station will be used to commission the system. If another method is used to commission the system, an air vent must be installed. The on-roof hydraulic connection set consists of 1. Extra pipe insulation with adhesive, 2. 39-inch corrugated stainless steel connection pipe with insulation, 2. Plugs, 4. Pipe clips, 2. half-inch adapter rings, 1. Sensor well plug, 1. Sensor cable strain relief, 1. 5mm Allen wrench, 1. Collector installation manual. As shown in the collector preparation video, the 2 plugs were installed in the upper left and lower right-hand corners of the collector. Now let's make our connection using the 40-inch stainless steel hose. First, remove the 2 stainless steel pipes from the packaging and replace the pre-installed 18mm ferrule ring with the half-inch adapter ring. Next, connect the stainless steel hose to the collector with the elbow and then mark the location of your roof penetration. Make another mark on the pipe insulation identifying the amount of insulation that needs to be cut off. With a hole saw, cut a 1.5-inch hole into the roof. Next, apply a bead of sealant to an OD pipe flashing. Slide the flashing underneath the shingle and center over the hole. Secure the flashing using roofing nails and then seal. Note, since the flashings are silver in color, paint the flashings using a high-quality roof flashing paint. Remove the excess insulation from the pipe using a hacksaw blade. Attach the corrugated stainless steel pipe to the collector and secure with a pipe clip. Slide the compression fitting end of the stainless steel pipe down through the flashing and into the roof. Wrap the collector sensor wire around the outside of the insulation and then slide down into the attic. To finish the connection, we recommend covering the insulation with Flex Flash ST made by TRA Mage. Simply cut the Flex Flash to desired length, remove the backing on the butyl adhesive strips, wrap it around the insulation, and form the Flex Flash so it securely adheres to the insulation and the pipe flashing, creating a watertight and long-term seal. Note, since the stainless steel connection has a 90-degree elbow, it can also be installed as shown here. To finish the connection in the attic, simply slide your half-inch solar piping into the compression fitting and tighten. Do not solder this connection. Repeat the same procedure for the lower left-hand corner. The series connection set is an accessory that allows the installer to connect another row of collectors. In this example, we're going to connect 2 rows of collectors together. The series connection set consists of 1. Pre-insulated stainless steel hose connection, 2 plugs, 1 split ring, 1 large diameter washer, 1 fiber washer, 1 18mm ferrule ring, 1 half-inch adapter ring, 1 union nut, 1 elbow connector. First, the collector plugs must be installed at the following locations: Now let's make our series connection by first sliding on the elbow connector on the upper collector and then attaching the stainless steel hose to the bottom collector. Now mark the insulation in order to identify the amount that needs to be cut off. Slide back the insulation and mark where the stainless steel pipe should be cut. Using a pipe cutter or gas tubing cutter, cut the stainless steel pipe. Using a hacksaw blade, cut and remove the pipe insulation. Remove the large diameter washer and split ring from the packaging. Next, remove the union nut located at the end of the 40-inch stainless steel pipe and slide on to the cut piece of pipe. Install the split ring over the end of the solar pipe. Slide the union nut over the split ring, insert the large diameter washer, and using the other elbow, tighten the nut until it creates a flat sealing surface. Replace the large diameter washer with the fiber washer and install the elbow. Attach the elbow to the collectors and secure using the pipe clips. Now that the elbows are aligned with the collector connections, tighten the union nut. To protect the insulation from UV rays, we recommend covering the insulation with Flex Flash ST made by TRA Mage. Simply cut the Flex Flash to desired length, remove the backing on the butyl adhesive strips, wrap it around the insulation and form the Flex Flash so it securely adheres to the insulation. And that's it, your series connection is finished. In order for closed-loop solar thermal systems to function properly, all of the air must be removed from the solar loop. Since the majority of residential solar domestic hot water systems consist of a single row of collectors, the air can simply be removed with a high-pressure filling station. If you prefer to commission a system using your own filling pump, or if multiple air traps exist, an air vent set is required. The air vent set consists of 1 weather protection cap, 1 automatic air vent, 1 ball valve, 1 fiber washer, 1 air separator, 1 collector connector, 1 split ring, 1 large diameter washer, 1 double nipple, 1 fiber washer for double nipple, 1 union nut. The air vent set is designed to work in conjunction with either the on-roof connection set or the flat roof connection set. If used with the on-roof connection set, the contractor has the option of installing the air vent inside the attic as long as it's the highest point in the system. In this example, we're going to be using the on-roof connection set and installing the air vent outside on the roof. The air vent is always installed at the highest point in the system, where the fluid returns to the solar tank. This is also known as the supply connection. First, pre-assemble the air vent by installing the threaded collector connector, ball valve, air vent, and double nipple. Next, using a pipe cutter, cut the collector connector elbow off of one of the 40-inch stainless steel pipes in the on-roof connection set. Slide the union nut over the split ring. Insert the large diameter washer, tighten the nut so that it creates a flat sealing surface. Replace the large diameter washer with the fiber washer and install the double nipple. Now that the air vent is assembled, simply connect the air vent to the collector and secure with a pipe clip. Slide the insulation up the stainless steel pipe and adjust the air vent so that it's mounted perfectly vertical to ensure proper operation of the internal float. The air vent is now properly installed, and all that's left is penetrating the roof and making your connection to the solar pipe in the attic. Please review the on-roof connection set video for more information on this process.